What's up guys, welcome to yet another Strife gaming video. I'd first like to personally thank everyone for subscribing and the feedback we have received so far on the forums and in the comment section. In this video we will be doing another hero spotlight, this time featuring the recently released hero Jin She. Jin She is an aggressive melee magic damage caster that excels in ganking and being a general powerhouse in teamfights. Now let's overview Jin She's abilities. Jin She's first ability is Everthirst Flame, a casted ability that shoots a ball of fire on the ground in the target direction, dealing magic damage and applying a small duration stun to all enemies hit in a line.
Onward.
The range of Everthirst Flame increases significantly after touching an enemy or ally unit. Keep this in mind when chasing down enemies. With good positioning and timing, a target that initially looks too far away can be easily reached and taken down with the help of your team. Whirling Embers, Jin She's second ability, is arguably the strongest ability. Upon activation, Jin She flicks her whip, dealing magic damage in a small radius around her. Enemies hit with this ability have an applied, stacking negative magic armor debuff on them for 5 seconds. After using this ability, each basic auto attack reduces Whirling Ember's cooldown by 2 seconds. Spamming this ability as fast as possible deals a ton of damage. This makes it very hard to man up in a 1v1 situation versus Jin She. In the hands of a good player, she will win every time. Jin She's third ability is Firefall. With this ability, Jin She is able to launch to a target location after a short channel. Upon landing, she gains physical and magic armor for a short duration. Taking enemy hero damage will interrupt Firefall's channel. This skill is primarily used to initiate teamfights, as she can travel a vast distance whilst able to tank a lot of damage with the added bonus armor. She's ultimate ability is Firestarter.
I will do my best.
Firestarter passively spawns embers on the ground upon successful ability hits on targets. These embers deal a small amount of magic damage per second to nearby enemies. The amount of embers is directly proportional to ability usage.
Of progress.
More skills used equivalates to more embers. This ability also has an activation. When used, after a short delay, embers on the ground are called back to her. Every ember received will restore 2% of Jin She's max health. If embers that are called back hit enemies along their path, they will inflict magic damage. Next we will talk about some skill builds and some viable items to pick up in game. When I play Jin She, I've personally found that it is much better to be very tanky so that in teamfights you can sustain a lot of damage whilst managing to deal a ton of damage yourself. With this build, you will be your team's mid to late game initiator. Items I like to pick up are as follows. I always pick up some boots early, either power boots or inertia boots depending on if they have a lot of CC stuns and or slows. Reaper's Scythe is the next item you want to rush. This item is a really good first item, especially if you are doing well early. With every kill or assist, you get a permanent power and health bonus. The next item I like to rush is an Inferno brand. This is an excellent item on Jin She, and you should always get this item 90% of the time. It grants 10 physical and magic armor, and passively deals 30 magic damage per second to enemies in a 500 radius. This helps a lot when it comes to farming creeps. It also stacks brilliantly with Jin She's embers from her ultimate. The damage output is amazing with this item. To provide some more survivability early, I usually next get a Giant's Visage. This item provides a lot of health, armor, both physical and magic, and also increases your ability power equal to 1% of your max health. This is a really good item for tanky heroes to pick up, like Jin She. Another item I have found really useful is an Everwinter Charm. This item is activatable, which slows enemies and deals 100 magic damage to enemies hit. This item is really good on She, because after she uses her Firefall, she isn't the most mobile of heroes and lacks chasing of enemies. This item solves this really well. The next item I get is a golden protector. I get this item to provide a ton of armor and some more passive health regen. For the low price of 2800 gold, it's a cost efficient item. The final item I get to complete my build is a wizard's hourglass. I usually sell the Reaper's Scythe in exchange. The 25% cooldown reduction on abilities works really well with Jin She's second ability. With this build, you will be able to wreak havoc in teamfights and be a real asset to your team. Finally, here's a clip of me playing Jin She. Look at my playstyle and see if it improves your gameplay.
The flames dance. I was raised to flame.
I hope you enjoyed this Jin She educational guide. Please leave me a like and a subscribe. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time on Strife Gaming.